Hi, Maeve. This is little mister. Take two. I'm Maeve. This is little mister. We're taking the arms. We're moving them here. I forgot to hit record if you're watching this back on demand. We've already done this for like 5 minutes. So if you want to hit pause and do it for 5 minutes, it's not 5 minutes. It was like 3 minutes. You're just going through Gomakasana arms without making contact. And you're feeling the action of the arm bones moving in the shoulder socket. And since we've been doing this for a while, we're good. Take the arms out wide. Right arm is going to come on top of the left arm. Reach the arms long. So really reach out, cross, and then wrap. Eagle arms. And we'll sit for a few more breaths here. Feeling the spread of the shoulder blades on your back. Lift the heart a little higher. Stretch the elbows forward. Allow the arms to wrap into each other. Inhale, open. Exaggerate this a little bit. Open the heart, pull the elbows back. Maybe take the gaze up. And then we're going to switch that. Left arm on top, right arm under. Keep stacking your spine above your pelvis. Feel the spread of the shoulder blades on your back. Broaden the collarbones, lift the heart. Reach the elbows, the forearms forward, and then stretch the fingers long if you can. So rather than wrapping the fingers into each other, see if you can find some grace and extension in the fingers. Almost like you're like shooting energy out of your fingers. Pew, 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 choo, 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 choo. Inhale, open up, exaggerate this. Oh, maybe take the gaze up a little bit. And then release it. If you have a block, I'm sitting on one, you're going to bring it between your inner thighs. It can be the narrow way or maybe the medium way. Actually, I'm going to go medium. Littles. Hands come under your shoulders. Tuck your toes. Not cat-cow. You're going to do protraction. Sorry, this is protraction and retraction of the shoulder girdle. Pushing the floor away, spreading the shoulder blades like you did in eagle, and then drawing the shoulder blades actively in toward each other. Pushing away and drawing in. And at the same time, try not to just collapse through the belly and through the rib cage when you're doing the retraction. And then building in cow with the retraction and cat with the protraction. Good. If this is enough, you're going to stick with this. If you want, you're going to hover your knees off the ground. And I know you can't see that because little mister refuses to move off of my thigh here, but my knees are hovering off the ground. So I'm really lighting up my core, giving that block lots of attention and energy. There we go. Now you can see. One more round. Neutral spine, chest toward your thighs. Keep the block if you're using it. Slowly start to straighten those legs. Downward facing dog. Inhale, glide forward plank. Squeeze on the block, float your right foot up off the ground. Whoo! Back to down dog. Glide forward. The left foot up off the ground. And then back to down dog. Beautiful. Walk your hands back to your feet. Pause here in a forward fold. Give some attention to that block. Inhale, halfway up. Bring your hands into your heart. Work the legs, work the legs. And then rise all the way up. Release the block off to the side. Really, really nice work. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway. Fold down, exhale. So you've got that same energy as having the block there. Inhale, rise up. Maybe I should have kept the block, but I'm going to trust that you're going to work it without it. If you find it hard, put the block back in. Inhale. Exhale. Imaginary block. Halfway, inhale. Fold, exhale. Inhale, rise. Hands into your heart, exhale. Fantastic. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bow. Inhale, halfway. Fold, exhale. Inhale, rise up. Hands into your heart, exhale. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway. Right foot steps back, exhale. Sink down, reach up, press your palms together, and see if you can bend your elbows and bring your hands, like your thumbs, to the back of your neck, or maybe to the back of the head, or somewhere in space there. Lift the heart up, pull the feet toward each other. Release your hands to the ground. Plank inhale, chaturanga or the floor. Any back bend that you like. Down dog, exhale. Right foot steps forward. Stay high in those back toes. Inhale, crescent. Lift the front of the hips. Press the palms together. Bend the elbows. Bring the thumbs back as much as you can. And then step forward. Hands and feet, top of the mat. Halfway, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise, inhale. Exhale, elbows wide. Lift the heart, exaggerate it. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway. Left foot steps back. Crescent, inhale, press the palms, bend the elbows, lift the heart. Exhale, hands to the ground. Plank, inhale. Lower down, exhale. Heart to sky, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Left foot steps forward. Crescent, press the palms, bend the elbows. Step forward, hands and feet, top of the mat. Halfway, inhale. Bow, exhale. Rise all the way up, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Right foot steps back, exhale. Inhale, reach up, bend the elbows. Exhale, right elbow outside of your left thigh. Inhale, open. Exhale, hands down. Plank, inhale. Lower down, exhale. Inhale, open. Push into the feet. Down dog, exhale. Right leg back, inhale. Right foot forward, exhale. Crescent, inhale. Bend the elbows, lift the heart. Exhale, twist. Inhale, open more. Exhale, step forward. Halfway, inhale. Bow, exhale. Strong legs. Imagine that block is there. Inhale, rise. Glutes engage to lift up. Bow forward, exhale. Inhale, halfway. Left foot steps back, exhale. Crescent, inhale. Bend the elbows, lift the heart, engage that left glute. Exhale, twist. Inhale, open. Exhale, hands down. Plank, inhale. Lower down, your choice. Inhale, your back bend, strong legs. Down dog, exhale. Left leg back, inhale. Exhale, place your foot forward. Crescent, inhale. Elbows bend. Exhale, twist. Inhale, open more. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. Halfway, inhale. Fold, exhale. Inhale, rise. Hands to your heart, exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, open up. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, heels high. Exhale, bend your knees, feet to your hands. Halfway, inhale. Bow, exhale. Inhale, rise. Hands to heart, exhale. Inhale, reach up. Heart lifts. Back ribs lift. Bow forward, exhale. Inhale, halfway. Chaturanga, exhale. Elbows point back. Inhale. Push the ground away, rise up. Down dog, exhale. Drop the heels heavy, press the hands down. Firm the triceps in toward the ears, the biceps gently away. Lift your heels high, inhale. Bend your knees, feet to your hands. Halfway, inhale. Bow, exhale. Rise, inhale. Hands to your heart, exhale. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Chaturanga or your pathway to down dog. Beautifully done. Really nice. Inhale your right leg back. Bring your right knee to your right tricep. Good. Stay here, turn the left heel in. Come into Vashisthasana. And then step your right foot. Top of the mat. Whoo! Side angle. Use a block if you need to. Adjust your feet however you need to. Really nice. Reach the right arm forward. And then triangle. Release that right hand, block or floor. I've just slid myself right off my mat, so I'm going to adjust here. I like block on the back of the leg if you're using it. And here's why. When the block comes forward, I'm going to give you this view. When the block or the hand is in front, it kind of pushes your butt back and your chest forward. And you can open, but it doesn't feel so great on my hip when my hand is here. But if I bring my hand behind, it stacks my body up a little bit better, and my hip feels a lot happier. But I'm going to let you decide how you feel there. But that's my preference. Release your left hand down. Left hand, left foot or knee, side plank. So plug this arm into the shoulder. Nice. Really nice. Beautiful. You're going to bring this right forearm to the ground. And then you're going to bend that left elbow and kind of walk the hand back a little bit. So you kind of have your fingertips lined up to your right elbow. And then maybe this left knee just comes onto your left tricep. And you might start to get like you want to play and shift forward, but you don't have to go anywhere. You can just be here. Push the ground away like crazy. And then rise up to plank however you need to. And you decide how you get back to down dog. Check in with your breath. Remember, the poses are a means for us to stay connected to ourselves, to stay connected to our physical body, to work through tightness, to build strength. But the breath is far more important. So continuously coming back to the breath. Inhale, left leg back. And then left knee to left elbow, tricep. You're going to turn the right heel in, and then right hand reaches up. So good. And then step, that left foot forward. Side angle, and then you can adjust your hand to wherever you want it. You can have your arm on your thigh. And I didn't say that in the first side, but I hope you have those sort of inner wisdom moments where you're making really nice choices for yourself. Inhale the left arm forward. That's the bottom one. Yes. And then straighten the left leg. Use a block if you'd like. Triangle. Feel your wingspan. Push into that left hand and kind of plug the arm into the shoulder. Broaden across the chest. Broaden across the upper back. Beautiful. Release the right hand down. And then right hand, right foot or knee. Come into Vashisthasana. Push the ground away. Own the ground under you. Don't let the floor suck you down. You're in control. Left forearm's going to come down to the ground. And you can slide that right hand back a little bit. And it's like your fingertips are pretty much in line with that left elbow, but you can kind of play with that. And then if you want, right knee is just going to come onto that right tricep. Find plank carefully. Your pathway back to downward facing dog. Awesome. Lift your heels, inhale. Bend your knees, Malasana, bring your feet forward, maybe a little wide. Sink your hips, lift your heart. So every moment is an opportunity to kind of connect a little deeper and to have a little more awareness of what you're doing. And without getting too caught in the weeds, without dwelling too much in the minutia, I'll give you certain key points that you can focus on as it feels appropriate. Press the arms into the legs and kind of hug the shoulder toward the hip. So shoulder on both sides toward the hip. And when you do that, you're engaging the lats a little bit. Broaden the heart. Feel the shoulder blades kind of gently press into the back. Really nice. And stay here or reach the hands forward. We do crow a lot. We're going to do crow again today. We do it a lot, but it's a really nice shoulder strengthener, and also it develops this relationship of protraction. So take the hands a little forward and then move your body forward to your hands. Push the ground away. Think cat's pose. And then there's this tipping point where the feet naturally get a little bit lighter. And they don't have to come up, but they might. And then push away a little more. Let the gaze travel a little bit forward, but you don't have to crank your head up. So nice. And then when you're ready, chaturanga, or some other variation of moving into downward facing dog. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. Inhale, right leg back. Come up high into your right toes. Hop your right foot not all the way forward, just a little bit closer, just like a few inches. And then bring your right knee to your right tricep. And kind of tip, maybe that left leg lifts up. And then left foot down, three-legged dog. Inhale. Come back to that right tricep. Turn the left heel down and in, open up. Variation on Vashisthasana. And then step this left foot top of the mat. Whew. Side angle, open up. And then straighten, triangle. Left hand down, Vashisthasana. Forearm comes down. And then slide that left hand back if you want. Good. Left knee to left tricep if you want. Maybe start to tip. And we're going to work this later with a block. And then find plank. Chaturanga or the floor. Any back bend that you like. Down dog. Exhale. Inhale, left leg stretches back. Hop your right foot a little closer. And then left knee to left tricep. Hug the elbows in. Tip forward, maybe that right leg lifts up, single leg crow. And then three-legged dog again. Left knee, left tricep. Turn the right heel in. Open up. Whew. Step that left foot forward. See how I helped it forward? Open up, side angle. And then triangle. Into Vashisthasana. And then left forearm comes down. Right hand slides back. So you really want to kind of bring it back so you get this right angle. And then right knee maybe comes onto that tricep and you might start to tip. And then back up to plank. Your path to down dog. Inhale, heels high. Knees bend, feet to your hands. Halfway inhale. Fold with your exhale. Chair, inhale. Press up, left knee lifts up. Cross over right, maybe wrap. And then right arm on top, left arm under, eagle. See if you can kind of sink here, like you're nesting. Like you got some eggs in there and you need to protect them. Good. And then the energy is that you're gently wrapping in. Yeah. So you feel like you're creating more strength. Awesome. We're going to unravel this into half moon. Maybe bending the top leg, finding the foot, and then kicking the foot away. If you have the foot, pull your heel in toward your butt, release the hand, come around, bring that left knee to the outside of your right ankle, and then sit down and twist. So nice, everyone. Good. So hips stay pretty solid, pretty rooted. And you're twisting from the upper back. And if it feels good to you to add the neck on, go for it. I never really feel a huge payoff there. That's just me. But if you like it, you can keep that twist going through the neck. Really nice. You're gonna unravel your twist. Turn to your left. Your right hand can come into your foot. Your left hand can give you a little bit of support. So you're just taking the twist the other way. So it's like a more, I always think of it like an open twist. Like this is more of an open, whereas this you're kind of closing in toward the leg. I don't know if that's good vernacular or not, but that's how it goes through my mind. This is perfect. This doesn't have to change. If you want, you're gonna frame your left hip. Your elbow's gonna come to your inner right thigh or something like that. And then you open up Kundanyasana 2. I'm out of space, so I'm gonna bend my back leg, but you don't have to. Come back up if you're taking that arm balance. Come through center. Unravel your legs. Find your center. Navasana. Awesome. Yes. I have on like cream nail polish on my feet. You can do this if you want. I'm basically polishing my big toes right now because my mat leaves black marks when I roll over my toes from chaturanga to up dog. That is, well, it's being present. I'm present to my toes, but I wasn't really being present to my practice. No judgment. Low boat, come on. Get my toes away from me so I can't see them. Back up to boat. Back down to low boat. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. 1 more, inhale. Exhale. Bend your knees, bridge pose. I like a little bit wide feet, generous stance here. Draw your shoulders under, and if it feels good, lace your hands. If it doesn't, don't do it. You can hold the edges of the mat. You can just have your hands flat. You don't have to do anything with them if you don't want to. Release down. Knees up. Come up, cross your shins, make your way to down dog. Bend your knees. Lower your forearms down to the ground, dolphin. If you want, bring your palms together in prayer. Check the distance of your elbows. Just kind of eyeball it and have them shoulders distance apart. Good, bend your knees, hover your knees off the ground. Separate your hands, palms to the sky, fingernails down, thumbs out, pinky fingers toward each other. But you're not pulling them toward each other, you're trying to pull the thumbs wide. And then back into dolphin here. Bend your knees. Turn your palms over, hands flat, palms down, fingertips down, back into dolphin. And then start to walk your feet in toward your elbows. Bring your feet together, split your knees, baby crow if it's there for you, so knees up onto your triceps, and then your feet float up. Bring your feet back down, chair, inhale. Awesome, so good. Really nice. Really nice. Right knee lifts up. Cross it, maybe wrap. And then right arm under, left arm on top. And let's root down and nest. heart rising, elbows reaching forward. Feel the spread of the shoulder blades on your back. Feel the energy of the arms in together. So nice. Unraveling, half moon, and maybe bend that top leg, find your foot, and kick open. Awesome. You have the foot. Heel pulls in toward your hip to release. Come around. Right knee glides down that outer left leg, and we sit. And then twisting to your left. Sit nice and tall. I like to be light in my back hand, but I am using my back arm as a means to find more extension in my thoracic spine and my whole spine, really. Like I'm really lifting up. And also to kind of guide my pelvis forward so that we get the sense of the spine stacking, the head sitting on top of the pelvis, not the spine rounding back and then the head getting over by being in like a crunch. You want to really open up. Last breath in. Unravel this. Go the other way. This is beautiful. This doesn't have to change. A little different angle. Maybe this one will be better. I don't know. Maybe the first one was fine. You're going to frame your right hip if you want. And then you have help. You've got your right knee down. Watch your elbows. I know when I first started practicing these arm balances, my elbows always wanted to go out. Hug in. Pull in. Find chaturanga arms. And then that's going to give you strength. Come back out. And then come through center. Navasana. Ardha Navasana. Maybe arms overhead. Strong legs, pull your center in, contain these ribs, draw the belly back, and then rise up, Navasana. Lower down, Ardha Navasana. Rise up, lower down. One more time, rise up, and lower down. Bend your knees, bridge again. If you're feeling like up bow is a good idea, go for it. Releasing down. Knees in. Rock up, cross. Make your way back into down dog. Very, very nice. If you need a child's pose, you've got a few breaths to do that. Fantastic. Really nice. Check in with your breath. Feel what you feel wherever you are. If you need more time in child's pose, stay there. If you're feeling good, You're in down dog. Bend your knees. Lower the forearms down. Good. You can lace the hands. You can have the arms in parallel. We did a few different variations of dolphin, so pick the arms that feel good to you. And then right leg to the sky if it feels okay. And then maybe just a little bit of rocking here to get a sense of what it might feel like to go up. Or maybe you're comfortable in Pinchamayurasana, in which case, go for it. Beautiful. And then bring both feet down. Bend your knees. Come right back into dolphin. Left leg lifts up. Same thing, maybe some little tips here. And just know that it's a process and that all those little just incremental sort of shifts are super beneficial for the opening of the shoulders, the confidence of possibly going up one day, but that you don't ever have to. Knees to the ground, child's pose. Nice work. All right. If you have a block, I want you to grab it. And this is like a funky Pinchamayurasana. You can move to the wall, but I want to show you first the setup. You never have to go up. I want to make this very, very clear. If you haven't noticed this, a lot of days that I don't go up. The work is more important than the end result. And like, I feel like these are the poses that suddenly just sort of, oh, right, I get it now. Don't force anything ever. Don't force anything ever. Watch the setup. We're going to go forearm down on the left side. Block pretty much in line with your left elbow. And you can play with this. Like if you go up and you're like, this doesn't feel like the right setup, play with it. You're trying to find your center. Your right shoulder is going to come onto that block. And I want you to trust the block. So that's why the setup is really good. So that your right hand's behind the block, your elbow hugs in. Not out to the side, elbow hugs in. And then lift up. And then right knee comes onto that right tricep. And then with the help of the block, with that lean, I wasn't quite in the right spot, you might feel like this left leg can come up. And I promise you, when you kind of get it in the right spot, you feel sort of weightless. And it's not nearly as hard as it looks. So try that on the first side, and then I'll walk you through it on the second side. You don't have to take that left leg up. When you're ready, come down. Enjoy a child's pose. And then we're going to set up the second side. And you know, I should qualify this. For most people, the single block is fine. If you're really tall and you need a little bit more height, or like maybe like here, I don't know. Is that as tall? That's probably the same height. But like you can play with using 2 blocks is my point. I'm good with this one. So, right forearm's going to come down. Block is roughly lined up to your right elbow. And you can play with this. Maybe a little bit forward so when your fingertips come down, they're about lined up to that elbow. Your left elbow needs to hug in toward your body. Your left shoulder comes right down onto that block. And then you lift up. And then maybe that right knee onto your right tricep. Let the block support you. That is the key. And then send both feet up to the sky. Push into the ground, especially that right forearm. And then both feet down. Yes, and child's pose. So, so nice. Breathe. And then rise up onto your knees. Okay, we're gonna take like a flowing camel twist. I don't know, I just made up that name, but that's what it is. It's like a flowing camel twist. So right hand comes to right heel. You open. You come around through a twist. Left hand to left heel. You come around. Maybe your heel feels too extreme, right? No problem. Take it to your hip instead. Or maybe to a block off to the side. You can put your blocks on either side and be here. And you don't have to go all the way around if that doesn't feel good. When you're here, belly strong to control that back end. If you want to move a little bit more dynamically, you can sit the hips and then expand. Ideally, you're doing something that feels really, really nice. It can be challenging, but that actually feels really good on your spine, on the shoulders, because that's the intention with which I'm offering it. I'm hoping that you receive it with that. And that if it's not feeling like that, you'll find an alternative. Just one more round, please. And then we're going to come to sitting. I'm going to grab my block and I'm going to sit exactly how I started. And just have a moment of still. You can find another position if how you started wasn't what you wanted now. And one arm comes up. And wrap the tricep toward your cheek. Kind of turn the palm back. Bring the hand behind the head. Lift the heart. Lift the head back into the arm. Kind of feel where you are in space. Start to neutralize your spine. Take the opposite arm out to the side. Turn your palm behind you. Bring the hand behind the back, but go really long with the arm, like exaggerate it. And then maybe bring the hands together here, but maybe not. And if you have the hands together, pull apart. Like, don't actually pull them apart, but the energy is if you don't want your fingers to be touching right now. And it's like a 50% effort. It's not like you're trying to smash your hands apart. And if your hands are not touching, you can use a strap, but you can also just continue reaching the hands toward each other energetically. And that work is really nice work for the shoulders. Front ribs soften, back ribs lift you up. One more breath here. And then unravel. And then take that arm up. And then take this arm long to bring it behind the back. And then the same thing here. So for me on this side, this is my right shoulder in internal rotation. My right shoulder is, I wouldn't say significantly, but it's tighter than my left shoulder, based primarily on handedness. So I'm right-handed and this shoulder does more work. And that's not a bad thing, that it's stronger and maybe a little bit tighter. But for me, the work of just reaching my hands toward each other without necessarily clasping, I get more from that, I think. Maybe not. It depends on the day. I really feel like that's good work on my shoulder. Like it feels like I'm doing good. So, and I should have said that on the first side because I'm sure many of you are left-handed. But just know that, like, the goal's not necessarily get your hands together. The intention is to get good shoulder work here, regardless of how that happens. So you can remove the idea that you have to get your hands together. They may never come together. And that is beautiful. It's exactly where you're supposed to be. But there are ways to be here that are really beneficial without getting your hands together. Front ribs contain. Check in with your feet, your low back. One more inhale. And then we're going to unravel that. Whew. Let's take the arms out wide. Palms turn up, pinky fingers forward, thumbs back. Take a few breaths here. Turn the palms down. Press your hands down. Really good. And then we're going to come to sitting without a block. Actually, that's not true. You could use a block, but we're gonna stack the shins or cross the shins, keeping the feet forward. So crossing or stacking, keeping the feet forward. And then notice what you're greeted with here. My hips have been tight this week. I think I've been doing a lot of strength work. And so I've got this space here. I don't care. I feel it. It feels good. Nothing hurts. I'm happy. So whatever your top or front leg is, you're going to lean in that direction. Maybe your forearm comes down. Push your forearm down. Kind of put the shoulder on alert. Let the weight of this top arm stretch and expand the side body. Inhale, rising up. Good. Switch your legs. Take a few breaths. Yeah. Nice. Good, Gabriella. Beautiful. And then let's take it over. Check in with your breath. My act of coming across here kind of gave me like a little hiccup of my breath. Not a real hiccup, like it kind of stole my breath for a moment. And so if that happens to you, making adjustments so that the breath is free, and full enough and fluid. Inhale, rise up. And then take your legs out wide. Nice. Dig your heels down. Kind of pull your heels toward your sitting bones. Keep that energy, that was like one word, that energy in the legs as you press the backs of the legs down. Maybe stretch the hands down the shins. Push the hands into something. So if it's your quadriceps, your shins, press down and feel the shoulder. Again, move toward the hip. Engage the lats a bit. You're not depressing the shoulders. You're not like, I mean, technically you kind of are, but it's from the action of pressing the hands down. So it's like it's an engagement. It's not like I gotta push my shoulders down. It's from the hands. It initiates from the hands. And then feel the lats. Maybe glide the hands a little closer to your feet. Inhale, rise up, push the legs down, and then draw the legs in. Really nice. We're going to finish the practice seated unless you want to lie down for Shavasana or take your legs up the wall. Find what works for you if this doesn't work. Finding a place for you to have some softness, some quiet. Let your eyes close or soften. So even if your eyes are open, just let the gaze soften. Whatever's in the ground, feel it. Or whatever's resting on block, floor, feel it. Acknowledge the strength of whatever's under you and give yourself permission to release a little deeper into that surface. When you're here, notice if you're thinking about, what am I supposed to be doing? You're not supposed to be doing anything. I mean, literally, you're not supposed to be doing anything. But sometimes that's hard. And so we do as little as we can. And maybe the act of observing how challenging it is to not really do anything is your meditation today. Bring your hands together at your heart. Just honor the effort you put out today. Bow your mind to your heart. Rise, eyes open. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for sharing your practice with me. Thanks, everyone.